Hey, no offset? No problem. What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And I'm back. Hope you guys had a good weekend. And we're going to kick things off with the review of the new Quavo and Takeoff album, Only Built for Infinity Links. Now, we know Quavo and Takeoff is two of the three members of Atlanta's group Migos, one of the biggest groups in hip-hop, very influential. But the Migos are no more, as Offset is doing his own solo thing, and there appears to be some drama that we'll dive into a little later. But these two are here with an album, and I enjoy the nod here in the title to Raekwon's legendary Only Built for Cuban Links. I also like the cover here and the Atlanta influence. I'm definitely getting Stankonia vibes. But going into this, I was very curious here, because this is a first. The three of them not together. They've made solo records, but there's never been just two of them. I wonder how it's going to be without Offset. He's in my opinion the best in the group, but what Takeoff and Quavo bring, I was excited and I had confidence, but man, these guys exceeded my expectation. This is a very, very good album. And it's really just how they complement each other on here. Like, Quavo provides so much of the vibe to these tracks, like he always does, and Takeoff, just song after song after song, just coming through with these amazing verses. Like, the chemistry between these two, like, it makes sense because they've been making so much music together. We just never saw it with these two like this. Like, I'm not gonna dive into every highlight. There are a lot on here because just content-wise, sonically, a lot of it, isn't too varied, but let's just jump into some of these tracks that I enjoy here. We have a strong kickoff with the song Two Infinity Links. I really enjoyed the line by Quavo where he was talking about if there is no P, there wouldn't be me, but if it weren't for me, there would be no QC, which I agree. And they definitely brought the energy. This is an energetic kickoff, and I think the vocal sample in the production here definitely matched that. Easily the best beat on this album to me is the song Tony Starks. Like, it hit instantly because I first listened to this album in my car, and when the beat dropped on this song. Next, we got the track Hotel Lobby, Unk and Phew, which is actually one of the lead-off singles to where all this speculation, was coming out as Offset wasn't on here. And I really enjoyed the music video and how they gave a nod to that movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was with Johnny Depp, and they were like taking like a crazy acid trip, and they were in Vegas. I can't remember the name of it. But this song might have had my favorite Takeoff performance on the entire album. Just his flow, like that's the one thing that is signature for Takeoff. But on this one, I really just enjoy how he was riding this beat. And then Quavo, I love when Quavo has that really slow, choppy flow, and he's like, with it, in it. Like, I love how he came in on this song with that. So we get another nod to Outkast on here with the track Bars and the caption that samples a song from Stankonia, being so fresh, so clean. We all know this song. When I first heard that was what was coming in, I was curious as to how they were gonna flip it, what type of drums they're gonna do, and I think it worked. Hard hitting drums, a nice like sub bass there with it as well. Like, it definitely hit, so I wasn't too disappointed. It would have been nice if it was just the melody and the sample itself were switched up a little bit, but like, it worked for me. But I really do love how Quavo and Takeoff are really just showing their love for where they came from, especially legends like Outkast, two of the greatest rappers of all time. I still battle between what my favorite song on this project is, but Chocolate featuring Young Thug and Gunna definitely is in the running. The guitar melody set it off. I loved it. And I feel like Quavo, how he was flowing on here, it sounded like what Young Thug or Gunna would do on a track like this. And to me, it's weird when an artist like their flow mimics who's their feature is, but it really worked on this one. I like how Quavo sounded. And listen, Young Thug and Gunna really just showed why everybody wants them home. That they were great on here. And I'm not the biggest Gunna fan, but he was sliding on this song without question. Then we have the song Messy, which is, the track that a lot of people were talking about. It's the section of the song that leaked before the album even came out, where he was saying that Sweetie, was messing with his dog. And, here we are. And so that kind of is putting it out there with the whole Offset thing. I like when these kind of songs are on a hard beat. Like, I'm glad that they, you know, had let this all out on a beat that knocked. Because it definitely wouldn't have hit as hard if otherwise. Then there's a song Us Versus Them featuring Gucci. I like the line by Takeoff where he said, my dog or my guy 50 Cent, he shot many men. I thought that was pretty clever. Takeoff had a very much like higher energy. Takeoff is definitely a little more monotone, while an amazing rapper, but he took it up energy-wise on this one. Talk about a perfect, effortless flow by Gucci Mane on the, you know, back half of this song. Whenever Gucci gets together with Migos, like, it's always a good time. It's always a banger. So they didn't disappoint on here, obviously. But surprisingly, weren't that many bad tracks or really that much filler on this album, given that it's 18 tracks. But there were about 2 or 3 tracks on here I wanted to mention that I didn't really like as much. First being the song To The Bone featuring NBA Youngboy. And while I do enjoy NBA Youngboy, lately more times than not, to me this whole song just felt like a part 2 of Needed from Culture 3. Like, it just sounded so identical that I'd rather have Needed. It was hard hitting. It had everybody. I like Offset's performance on Needed too, but like, I don't know, like, if you're gonna have another track with Youngboy, it could sound a little different. You know, there's a song on here with Gucci, but it didn't sound like Slippery off the first Culture. So it would have been nice to hear a different sounding track with Youngboy. The track Not Out just felt super underwhelming compared to the more hard-hitting, high-energy tracks on here. So it's just easy for me to skip that track. Same in a way goes for the track Mixy. Like, I just felt that the performances, specifically Quavo and Takeoff, they just were a little underwhelming. And Summer, like I still don't know if I feel like Summer fit this track or not. Like, she had a good performance, but her placement was just weird. So I don't know. This was like an iffy track, like, not terrible, but just not really what I wanted. But look, man, like, Takeoff and Quavo, they really surprised me just in terms of how they exceeded my expectations. And I think another thing too that I realized is, like, with a typical Migos album, it's usually super long no matter how many tracks, because it's 3 guys all doing full verses. Features on there, you got 1 or 2, so you got like 4 or 5 guys on a track, and it's like 18 or 19. But on this one, it didn't feel like a drag. It felt like a much smoother listen. And I think, you know, Offset not being here was actually kind of a good thing in that regard. But these two brought it, their energy, their chemistry. Takeoff continuing to show he's the best rapper, like pure rapper in the group, and Quavo showing why he's like, you just need him. You need his energy. You need the vibe that he provides. And these two came through, honestly. I really enjoyed this. I know that there's no more Migos, so I'm excited to see what these two do in the future. So I'm gonna give this album a 7 out of 10. What did you guys think of this new Quavo and Takeoff album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got another video dropping tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take, and I'll see you next time.